Good afternoon, peeps of Facebook land. It's record store day, and I've just come back from being out, and I just thought I would raid a few of my singles boxes and just take a random sample and just talk about them, just to celebrate records, vinyl of old. And here's the first one. We'll start with a few from the 60s. This is Diamonds by Jet Harris and Tony Meehan, which was the #1 single on the day I was born. And this is basically an instrumental by two ex-Shadows and bass player and a drummer. And that's kind of what I do these days. So that's #1. #2, Gimme Little Sign by Brenton Wood on the Liberty label. Well, that's an interesting one because this was one of a handful of records that I bought over the Christmas holidays in 1967 when I was a very small boy. I'd got some record tokens at Christmas. The first one I bought with those tokens was Everlasting Love by The Love Affair, and that was one of the others. Going into the 70s, My Boy by Elvis Presley. The only record that my dad ever bought me. But I think he was trying to tell me something. Anyway. Coming up next, from the summer of 75. Gotta have some Wingles. Listen to what a man said. Great summary sound. Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Now, picture disc. A picture disc. Don't Kill It Carol on one side, and on the other side, a big ear. A big ear. And that side is Blinded by the Light. Kind of out of sync here, but who remembers this? Proper earworm. Eye Level, the theme from Van der Valk. If you're under 70 years of age, you won't know that. I think it was 72. 72, yes. Great tune. It was, yeah, anyway. Now, I bought this one with my pocket money, but I actually bought it for the B-side, which was Kodachrome, and it was that side that absolutely convinced me that I should go out and buy There Goes Rhymin' Simon, the LP, which is still my favourite Paul Simon album by a long way. 1978, Love You More by the Buzzcocks. Never mind that. Now, this. How wonderful is this? Executive producer Dave Gilmour. Dave Gilmour. Not David, but Dave Gilmour. I wonder if he was happy with that. Anyway, that was a wonderful song. That came out as a follow-up to Wuthering Heights, and the two of them together persuaded me I should buy her first album, A Kick Inside, which is just wonderful. Now we go screaming into the 80s with a Liverpool sound. Wow, The Story of the Blues, Pete Wylie. What a wonderful song that was. What a wonderful song. Probably around early autumn 1984. I still think this is the best thing that U2 ever did. And Barry Devlin directed the video for that, or at least one video for that, and it's just a fantastic single. Oh, R.I.P. Mark Hollis. What a wonderful single. Talk, talk, life's what you make it. Like I say, this is a random picking. And this is probably one of my absolute top favourite singles from the 80s. Propaganda's Jewel, how wonderful. Another touch of Merseyside, the Icicle Works, Ian McNabb, Thumbs Up to Boots. The much underrated Till Tuesday. Now, I know herself in the photo went on to great things, but I really think this was a terribly underrated, underselling single. Believed You Were Lucky. Still sounds brilliant to me today. And we're going to finish this little spasm with Telemetry, Nothing Ever Happens, which was the first record of theirs of many that I bought. 89, I think, going into 90. Just a stunning record, lyrically brilliant, very observant, and that's your lot. Oh look, there's albums. Oh look, there's albums, more albums. That's enough though. Fairly well.